Hi YouTube, this is my second attempt at this video. Thought I had the first one done and then realized it didn't record it, so I'm sure we've all, people that do these videos have been there, so let's go ahead and get started. I got some cards to show you, several non-sports autographs, and then some auction wins to show you. So let's get into it. The baseball cards, we'll start with outfielder Lee Lacy, the Baltimore Orioles. Charges $5 for an autograph, goes toward his baseball academy in Woodland Hills, California. He was an ex-Dodger, so I was a fan of his, so I decided to go ahead and do that. So that was that. The rest are pitchers. Pitcher Eric Bell of the Baltimore Orioles out of 88 tops. So was the Lee Lacy, by the way. That was 88 tops as well. Next up, Brian Meadows, pitcher of the Florida Marlins, out of 97 tops. Next, Bill Landrum, pitcher, Cincinnati Reds, out of 88 tops. And Greg Booker, pitcher, San Diego Padres, out of 88 tops. So those are the cards I got. Now let me show you the non-sports autographs I got this week. The first one is former presidential candidate Gary Hart. Ran for president in 1988, but was forced out due to a sex scandal. And so there's Gary Hart. I was very happy to get that one in. The next one was also really cool too. This is Danny Aiello, actor Danny Aiello, and he put a really cool inscription down on the bottom. You see down there. I'll read it in a moment. But anyway, he was in a movie called Bang the Drum Slowly, a baseball movie with Michael Moriarty and Robert De Niro. And during this interview that he gave, that I happened to see on CBS Sunday Morning, he talked about how Robert De Niro was not actually a very good athlete, and they really had to work with him in order to make the film look authentic. And so I wrote a letter to him when I was asking for Danny Aiello's autograph, and I made a comment in the letter about I hope Robert De Niro wasn't offended by his saying that he wasn't very athletic, and Danny Aiello put a P.S. down on the bottom of this 3x5 card where he says, "Bobby wasn't mad, but we joke about it all the time." Okay, so anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. So at least I know he read my letter. All right, and then the last 3x5 card to show you is a senator named Max Cleland. Max Cleland was a senator from Georgia, a Democratic senator from Georgia, and Max Cleland lost both legs and part of an arm in Vietnam as a result of an accidental, one of his own men accidentally left an open grenade that went off and took off both legs and part of an arm, and but Max Cleland went on to become a U.S. senator, so it really shows what kind of character and person he is. He also was kind enough to throw in an extra. He threw in this photo, and he signed that as well. So I thought I'd show that. So there's that. And then the other, I did get another photo this week. It was kind of cool. It was Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. This is like a 5x8 maybe, or 4x8 photo, and she signed that there. This is her official Supreme Court photo she put in a letter to me as well, and I'll show you that letter. Let me grab it real quick here. She wrote this letter, or had this letter typed on Supreme Court stationery, and made some comments to the things I wrote in the letter, and then she signed that as well. So that was really cool too. Okay, and then I have some auction wins to show you. You know that I've participate, if you've watched my videos, you know that I participate in Jack Smalling's almost monthly card auctions. He has it about every 3 weeks. I missed the last one, forgot the date, but this one I participated in, and I got 11 cards to show you. So let me show you those. They're all Hall of Famers except for the last one. I'll show you that one at the end. This is Bert Blyleven. on an 89 Topps. Next up is George Brett, 86 Donruss. Andre Dawson on a Diamond Kings card. There's that. Let's see. Dennis Eckersley on an 88 Donruss card. Goose Gossage on a 90 Donruss card, signed there. Then an 87 Topps All-Star card of Tony Gwynn, the late Tony Gwynn. An 82 Donruss of pitcher Gaylord Perry. 86 Donruss of Pete Rose. A 92 Topps Ryan Sandberg. An 87 Topps 87 All-Star Ozzie Smith. And the last card is the late Alan Wiggins. Alan Wiggins was a speedy second middle infielder for the Padres, who went to play for the Orioles, as he is on this card. Alan Wiggins died in the late 90s of AIDS as a result of drug use, and so I saw this card and bid on it and was fortunate enough to get it. So anyway, that's what I got in for this week. Feel free to comment and down below, and I will talk to you next week. Thank you.